This video will cover the first 3 maths tips that you must know before you sit the 11 plus test. Those tips will allow you to improve your accuracy, boost your confidence during the test, and ultimately score a higher mark. All you've got to do is understand those tips fully, go through the questions in the next video, and practice as many questions as you can. So let's get started. Tip number 1. When answering certain questions, you might be able to find the correct answer without having to finish all calculations. Let's clarify this tip using the following question. Eddie bought 4 boxes of strawberries. Each box cost £1.96. Eddie also bought 3 packs of apples. Each pack cost 97p. How much did Eddie pay in total? Listed below are multiple choice answers. To find the total value that Eddie paid, you need to work out the total cost of strawberries and add it up to the cost of apples. Using previous tips covered in previous videos around money word problems, you should be able to work out the cost of strawberries and cost of apples easily and quickly. You should know that the cost of strawberries equals to £7.84 and cost of apples equals to £2.91. You might not need to add all digits to find the answer to your question. Clearly from the answers listed, you can see that they all end up with different numbers. And if I add 4 to 1 to find the total cost of strawberries and apples, that ends up with 5. And the only answer that ends up with 5 is answer A. This means answer A is the correct answer to my question. So I should be confident that the total cost of apples and strawberries equals to £10.75p. Tip number 2. When answering questions with how many, you should find the correct answer without having to finish all calculations by either rounding up or rounding down. Let's clarify this tip using the following question. Chris has 45 cups that should be put on trays. If each tray can hold 8 cups, then how many trays does Chris need? Listed below are multiple choice answers. When the question is asking for how many, the answer should always be a natural number, a whole number. It should never be a fraction or a decimal. To find the answer to this question, you need to divide 45 by 8. Because the question has got how many, you should stop at this point and not waste time finding the exact value. As you can see from the listed answers below, the answers are always a whole number, a natural number, so you should never have a decimal or a fraction in your answer. This means you should find a whole number from your calculations. You should know that 45 divided by 8 is a decimal number. It's a number that is bigger than 5 and less than 6, and that's because 40 divided by 8 equals to 5, and 48 divided by 8 equals to 6. And that's when you need to stop and ask yourself the following questions. Do I need to round up or round down? Do not carry on with your calculation and waste time finding the exact figure or exact value. What you need to do here is take one of those numbers. So in this case, let's use 5. If I use 5 trays, would it be enough to hold all 45 cups? The answer is no. And that's because if I use 5 trays, I will only be able to carry 40 cups. Now we try 6 trays. 6 trays means I can carry up to 48 cups. So you should select C as an answer to this question. And our final tip, tip number 3. When answering questions with as many as, the noun mentioned first in the question will have to come first in the formula followed by equals to. Let's clarify this tip using the following question. Max has twice as many pens as rubbers. If Max has 6 pens, then how many rubbers does he have? Listed below are multiple choice answers. Let's have a look at the phrase, twice as many pens as rubbers. In this phrase, we have two nouns. They are pens and rubbers. And because pens was the first noun that has been mentioned in this phrase, then our formula should start with pens equals to. We will use 2 times, and that's because it says twice as many. And then we'll use rubbers as a second noun, because that came second in my phrase. This means my formula equals to pens equals to 2 times rubbers. The question mentions that Max has 6 pens. This means 6 equals to 2 times rubbers. This also means that the number of rubbers equals to 6 divided by 2, which equals 3. The correct answer to this question is answer D, 3 rubbers. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, then click on like so more videos will be created for you and others. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel should you wish to gain access to practical questions or future tips and videos. If you wish to see similar videos of a particular topic, then send me a comment. Or you can click on the next video. The next video to view is called What You Must Know About 11+, Part 2.